way. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Quickly out to the tight end. And they swarm him under. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seam zone, seam down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. At the 35, he's got more. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football.
And the defense makes a play, sacking it back to the 10. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Plus the throw for it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. They'll send the back in motion. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Rich. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defensive line.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what have you done to try to throw the comic off a little bit on the stage?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut the route. Maybe even double-team Highland, chop every single play.
Which is illegal. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll try to sneak it. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important. Bring Tom Clements back in the day, or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't make the connection in the defense. Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I know that one hit the ground. We haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in that last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say,
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defender. Everywhere, it's a turnover.
great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Under fire. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, quarterbacks got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or they're throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
Wants to bring it back. Turns like that are why you don't settle with a fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Why not trying to get it in? Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the ball.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Navy now facing third and short. To the air, it's Rich. He's got first down yardage. To the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll run the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're working that left side. It's what a modern fullback has to do, almost like a tight end, to be able to be there and be available for the quarterback in the passing game, Jeff.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a lot of different things, Reese, no doubt about it. It's not just blocking, but it's lining up in different spots all over the field as well, running routes, and then being a viable option for your quarterback.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the pressure. Get every inch you can but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Woodhead. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to pass. He'll take a shot.
Catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the throw.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
For the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about it. That's right. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. You really need to cash in on this drive. He'll run his man on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Navy will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have to take one. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. Makes the run. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big
he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Maryland. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Motion from the back. Power football with the run. He breaks the tackle. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Rich. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it done on 3rd. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Now on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Navy will have to punt it away. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it in
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of the days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the fullback. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Running with the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Rich. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game.
It's picked off and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. The give to the field. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Bring in the heat. And to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Gets it out fast. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes.
Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on second and inch. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. You know what's great about